Let's now get you more cues on how all of this overnight action impacts our own market. Our research team is joining in with the trade setup and the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and of course the scheme on the F&O side of things as well. First up, Vinny joins in to get all the market cues you need to watch out for. Vinny, good morning. It's a completely opposite screen from what it was yesterday, but what's the trade setup looking like?
Absolutely, completely opposite screen, because yesterday was a very volatile session. We saw a gap down start coming in for the Indian markets. Whether you look at the Nifty, Sensex, mid and small cap closed in the red, though they managed to recover from the day's lowest point. So that's an interesting bit that we're keeping an eye on. Mid cap and small cap yesterday were the underperformers versus the benchmark indices. Now, FII and DIIs, when you look at FII, they continue to sell for the 23rd session. So FIIs yesterday sold at around 3,958 crores. DII continued to be buyers in the market. What we're watching out for today, we have an IPO listing, so keep an eye out on that one. We have Dr. Agarwal's Healthcare that is listing today on the bourses. Other than that, the tariff trades that are going on around, what is happening on that front, keep updated with that one, because that is impacting the global markets and some bit of an uncertainty that comes around that point. Indian rupee, that's also an important one to watch out for. Yesterday, we saw a bit of a depreciation coming in Indian rupee versus the US dollar, so key to watch out for that. Earnings continue to be important candidates. Today, we have Asian Paints as well as Titan on the Nifty front that are reporting their numbers. So keep an eye out, close eye on earnings, and a lot of movers on the back of earnings. Nifty implied open, like you indicated, is indicating a gap up start today. Almost 100 points up as of now is what the indication is coming in. Let's see if it's going to be sustaining those levels, or do we see a fall coming in for the Nifty is key to watch out for.
The bulls will certainly be hoping that it sustains. Vinny, thanks a lot for that. Over to Vamakshi now. List out the stocks that you need to keep an eye out for today. Vamakshi, good morning. What's on your list?
Well, good morning, Hormaz. Lots of earnings on my list today. Power Grid is the first one. Revenue sees a decline of almost 3%. Margins have contracted from 88.5% to 84.9%, and the net profit is seeing a fall of almost 4.1%, and it's a miss across the board for this company. KC International, on the other hand, reports a margin uptick from 5.2% to 7%, and the net profit is seeing a strong growth of almost 34%. Tata Chemicals, on the other hand, when we look at the revenue, is down nearly 3.8%. The margins have contracted from 14.5% to nearly 12%. The company has also reported an exceptional loss of 70 crores, which has led to the company reporting a net loss of 21 crores as compared to a profit of 194 crores. HFCL's revenue dipped by 2%. The margins have improved from 11.3% to 15%, but the net profit is down nearly 10%. NLC India also in focus on the back of its numbers. The revenue is seeing a very strong growth of almost 39%. The margins have shown a very substantial improvement of from 28.6% to 41.4%, and the net profit has more than doubled to 668 crores. Castrol India's revenues saw an uptick of almost 7.1%. The margins have improved from 26% to 27.8%, and the net profit is showing a very strong growth of 12.2%. And lastly, keep an eye out on Premier Energies, and that is because revenue has more than doubled to 1,713 crores, and the net profit has jumped multifold to 255 crores.
Vamakshi, thanks a lot for that. Plenty of earnings reactions to watch out for, and of course, two major names reporting results today being Asian Paints and Titan. Keep an eye out on those names as well. Lastly, Sudarshan joins in with cues from the F&O space. Sudarshan, good morning. Well, yesterday's session was not as bad as feared. Managed to hold on to key levels, but what's the F&O data indicating?
So yesterday we saw market reacting to US imposing tariffs on Canada and Mexico, and that led to a big fall in the market, especially in broader markets. Mid-cap index has fallen almost like 1%. But today, that was yesterday. What about today? Now it's going to react to reversal of that decision, or say basically that decision being paused at least for a month. And now look at GIFT Nifty, it's indicating a gap up start, currently up around 100 points. Now coming on the flows, in the cash market, FIs continue to remain on the sell side. Yesterday also they have sold nearly 4,000 crore, while DIs have bought nearly 2,700 crore. Even in the future side, FIs have sold nearly 1,700 crore, and they have reduced long positions by 3,500 contracts. At the same time, they have added short positions by 6,300 contracts. And now their FI's long exposure has reduced to 10%, which is the lowest level that we have seen at least in last 2 years. On the client side, long exposure remains healthy. It's around at 71%. On the option front, in the call side, 23,500 call has seen addition of nearly 47 lakh shares, and 23,600 call has seen addition of nearly 26 lakh shares. On the put side, 23,300 put has seen addition of nearly 19 lakh shares, and 23,100 put has seen addition of nearly 9 lakh shares. Important levels for Nifty: support is now at 23,250 and resistance is now at 23,500. Stocks in focus: two stocks, Samvardhana Motherson and Sona BLW. You know the reason: reversal of tariff. And second, DVs. Yesterday, the company had announced the result, and the results were healthy. And after in the con call, even commentary looked healthy. So keep an eye on these stocks.
Oh, absolutely. Samvardhana Motherson and Sona BLW, the big losers of yesterday. It'll be interesting to see how the tariff reversal leads to a reversal in their losses as well. Take a short